Positive contact. Positive contact.
Yo, what's up guys? How you doing? Yeah, I broke my glasses, or I broke the frame of my glasses. I did a frame kill. So it's a one framer now. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna have these on. Okay, this video is about why I could not stick to Viper. I was planning on actually making the switch from DJ finally to Viper because I really liked what I saw and she seemed cool and stuff. But there was things about her that just made it impossible for me to feel good about maining her. Like, it just can't feel right in my heart the way she is made. And I'll get into why. But what I'm gonna get into first is actually what I think is some improvements about Viper in this iteration compared to her iteration in Street Fighter 4. There's just a handful. Oh, and by the way, if you by some chance think this video is too long, then watch it anyway, because in the end of the video, then I will show you something that I think a lot of you did not know about. The main thing that is obviously better with her now compared to Street Fighter 4, even though you can't really make an analogy like this because they are different game system and stuff, but her burn kick, her regular burn kick, is a way better move in this game. It was actually close to useless, the regular one, not the airborne one, but her regular burn kick was basically useless, unless we're talking about her light burn kick that you could use on wake up because it had instant airborne frame, so you would do wake up light burn kick, and it was also safe, like -2 or something, I think. So it was a crazy move actually. But in this game, her regular burn kicks are very strong offensively. First off, there's the... Can't read anything. Just her follow-up on the burn kick. This one. So this is +2. So this gives Viper really good pressure. You can definitely counter the move, but you gotta be like on your guard and have good reactions. So the best way to counter it is drive impact. But you gotta be early and you gotta see the follow-up. And the tricky thing about this move is that she can decide to not do the follow-up. And then that will happen. So even though you can counter this +2 extension, it's not the easiest thing to do in the heat of the moment. Aside from drive impact, you can also counter with regular anti-airs, like a DP. And you could also parry it. To perfect parry it, you need 1 frame delay after blocking it. So this extension is just... You can't use it all the time because she will get drive impact and die eventually. But just to have it here and there, it's really nice to spend just 1 bar to get this +2 situation, I think. But this is only one good thing about her burn kick. Sorry for all the coughing. Here's another real good thing about her burn kick that I'm not sure many people know about. This can go over fireballs. So I'm using heavy here, and here I'm using medium. Here I'm using light. So this move is sort of anti-fireball, but you gotta be a bit preemptive about it. But the thing is that burn kick is a safe special. It's -2. So, you won't be punished on block at least. So just generally speaking, the regular burn kick of Vipers is a way better move now than it was in Street Fighter 4. If we talk about the airborne EX burn kick, this is an improvement, I'd say, because this gives her plus frames. So you could do like a cross-up burn kick like this, the one that's close to the ground, and in this scenario, we'll +5 on block. +7. +3. Or do the instant one. +4. So this is also a move that didn't have much uses at all in Street Fighter 4. It was kind of redundant, abundant, redundant. One of those words. But in this move, it gives her plus frames. But you gotta spend bar for that. That's the problem. Then another move that is also better in this game, in a specific way, not in all ways, but in a specific way. This move, Heavy Thunder Knuckle, or Thunder... I don't even remember what it's called. They changed the name to some stupid... Oh yeah, Thunder Dash. Thunder Dash. No way I'm calling it Thunder Dash. Thunder Knuckle is the name. So, what's real cool about this move in this game is that if you hit with a light button on your opponent from max range, it will not miss. Like, I've never seen it miss. So, wait. This just works. This is like, just works like magic. Would I do the same thing in Street Fighter 4? This will happen. Not always. It can work. It can. You couldn't fully rely on Heavy Thunder Knuckle to actually always hit them off lights. There are strange scenarios where we can find value in this, and we'd have to find a situation where we would want to go off a light into this instead of going into this. And the only reason why we would want to do that is that we get better Oki in the corner. Or like, look at this. You're actually only +1 there when you dash up, but at least you get them fully into the corner compared to this. Like, you get the +2 situation there, but you don't get them to the corner. So, in this context, there is value that we can depend on this, that it hits them. So, in this regard, this is a better move than a Street Fighter 4, but it has very specific uses. And then we have a couple normals of hers that were basically useless in Street Fighter 4, and now in this game they're actually really good. It doesn't make complete sense to compare them in this way, but let's do it anyway. So her standing medium kick in this game, regardless of how it looks, is really, really good, and we all know that. In Street Fighter 4, her medium kicks were her standing, I say her standing medium kicks because there are two. You had far version and a close version. It's not really that relevant, but neither of these were that important to her. This one is weird as hell. This one is like an okay poke that you could hit a random touch with or something. It's not anything big at all with her in this game. And then, excuse me. And then there is the standing fierce, this move, that is basically like Luke's standing heavy punch. I'd say it maybe even better in a way. It's worse in the sense that you cannot special cancel it, but you can super jump cancel it. So that's like why it could be arguably better. The problem is that it takes bar, and I'm gonna get back to that later. Her standing fierce in Street Fighter 4, well, her standing fierces, because she has to. Just like with medium kick, she has the close stand fierce, which is, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the regular combo starter move. But then she has this one. And this is the far heavy punch. What is, and this is, I guess, the one that she has in Street Fighter 6 now. In this game, I never saw this move being used. I played a lot of Viper myself because I found her really fun in Street Fighter 4, but this is like a meme normal. You like, there's nothing to do with this. You can't cancel it. Actually, you can whiff cancel into a special. You could look cool doing this. And it's not an overhead or anything like that. It's just, it's a bad normal. I totally say this is a bad normal. So, in this regard, her stand fierce is a vast improvement in Street Fighter 6. You can't even feint cancel this and block a drive reversal? Like this represents what I can't deal with Viper. Like, this is partly why I can't main this character. Anyway, moving on. Oh, there's actually another noteworthy thing about her. We're talking improvements, and it's a really weird thing. Her crouch fierce, like, it's a good normal and everything, but it's not just a good normal, it's a good dodger move. So, the thing about using heavy normals in footsies is that it can be scary because you can get jumped on, right? But the thing with her crouch fierce is that it moves her so far forward. Like, this also moves her far forward, but it's with this button, I have noticed that it really helps her. So let's say we play the footsie game here, and we do a little footsie game. So she's using this to play footsies, or like to, you know, do her thing. And if they jump in this scenario, she just goes under with this. So, you know, good for her. If it was just in place like it was in Street Fighter 4, she'd have to eat that jump. She can even anti-air. So just the fact that this normal goes forward like this, I think is really good for Viper. But yeah, so I think overall, Viper is better now with her regular burn kick, her heavy thunder knuckle. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. There is, if we compare her super jump in Street Fighter 4 and in this game it does take a bar to use it, so it's technically not better, but if we're counting just by the frames, for some reason in Street Fighter 4, if you would empty jump with super jump, she would have like 1 million landing frames for no reason. So I think that's like a design flaw. But in this game, she didn't get that weird design flaw. She actually has instant landing frames with super jump, just like you do with normal empty jump. So just like with the empty jump, you recover instantly, and if you do super jump, she also recovers instantly. In Street Fighter 4, I could do, for example, empty jump DP like this. But if you do super jump, you could not do it because you would have 1 million landing frames. So that would look like this. You can barely see it, but it takes a long time for her to recover on the ground here. And it's like, it doesn't have a point because you can land with a normal and recover faster. So it never made any sense. So she just had this weird design flaw in this game. And is she for a 6? She doesn't have it anymore. So that's what's better about Viper in this iteration. Let's get into what is worse about her, if we can put it like that. Before I go into the details of why I personally can't main her, why I don't like stuff about her, I'll just pinpoint a few things about her that I think are clear weaknesses. Oh, and by the way, I'm totally on board with Broski regarding this idle stance. Like, it looks so stupid. Like, it looks so dumb. Like, I don't feel proud maining this woman when she's standing like this. And on top of that, her most important normal, this one, it's like the fuggliest kick ever. Like, why does this have to be the main tool? It's fun to use, but come on, like, it looks so stupid, man. Some people argue, like, she looks like this because she's a scientist woman who can't actually fight, and when she does normal, it just looks like she just, you know, wings it, and that's why it looks like that. But, nah, like, ugh, fuck as normal, man. So, the first thing about her that is weak is that I find her anti-air game really scuffed. Her heavy thunder knuckle is a really good and dependable anti-air move. Like, this will work all the time, basically. The problem about this is the motion. It's Tatsu motion, quarter circle back punch. And why is this a problem? Because it makes it really hard to perform crosscuts. It's not impossible, but it is janky as hell to do it. Let me try. It's not impossible. You can do it, but you need to do like a janky input to do it. So yeah, that causes some problems for her. And there's actually a second reason why the input for this is a problem. But then I wouldn't blame this input, I would blame the other input, I think. I don't know what to blame here, but there is a problem with the input for this, and that is the following. Oh! Oh no! So, you know how when you ready up your anti-air, like your Shoryuken or whatever, in this case, the heavy thunder knuckle, it can be nice to buffer it sometimes, you know? In case they jump at you, in case there's a Blanca ball coming at you, in case there's a Honda headbutt coming at you, for instance. Then, it's nice to be doing this. Hold on. It's nice to buffer your DP. That's nice to do, you know? You could say that raises your reaction time. But if you have level 2, you cannot buffer without wasting your level 2. You can't buffer and do DP. You'll get level 2 because the level 2 input is double quarter circle back punch. And this is just terrible. So, if it was up to me, I think that the quarter circle back punch input for the Thunder Knuckle is so iconic for Viper that I wouldn't personally want to change it. She can have the crosscut problem. It can be a part of her life. That's how I feel. But to make it possible to buffer this for anti-airs without getting level 2, I would personally change the input to level 2 instead. So I would make level 2 double quarter circle forward punches. That would work. But it would be like a nerf though. So I'm not sure I can get behind my own reasoning here. Like, there are good things about having, like, the thing with the level 2 is that it's fully invincible, so it's a reversal. So it's nicer that a reversal super is quarter circle back, because then you can more safely buffer it in situations. If you gotta be doing this when buffering an invincible super, you're taking bigger risk because you're moving forward and you're never hitting the block command. When you're doing this, you're going back and you're hitting the block command 3/3 of the time. So changing the level 2 input to double quarter circle forward would be a nerf in that regard. But it really does suck that that you can't buffer this without getting level 2. Because you don't want to be just spending your super like for an anti-air in this game, like not a level 2 super. So sometimes you wanna, I do that from time to time, but in this game you need to be in control of your super bar. You don't want to be accidentally spending your super bar, because that can be complete hit and miss in this game. Because your super bar is like almost your health bar in Street Fighter 6. Like, you got your health bar, your drive gauge is almost like your health bar too. And your super bar is almost like your health bar too, in some regards. But that's stuff for another video. Some people will argue that she has an anti-air normal, standing heavy kick. I think that is debatable. The thing about her standing heavy kick is that sometimes it seems reliable, sometimes it seems it's not. And I know Broski said that it's cool design to have an anti-air that gives you a higher reward but is a bit more hard to use. But like I feel that an anti-air normal, to be called an actual anti-air normal, it needs to be dependable. And I don't feel like this is a dependable anti-air normal. You do get a really good reward if you get it, like this. Like, yeah, that's really good. But let's see here. This is not possible. You cannot get this. And absolutely, Manon's jump normal is atrocious, and there are a bunch of these normals in the game, and if anything was to be pinpointed as the main problem in the equation, it's these jump heavy normals that are excessive. They're all over the place. Like, Capcom love these. I don't know why. But even still, I personally feel like if you have a normal that we claim is used for anti-airing, you should be able to, in some way, actually fully anti-air with this normal against all jump normals. And you can't. Like, you can't. So in specific matchup, like against Manon, I would think against Terry, against Luke, in a bunch of matchups. For Viper, it's like, oh, well, can't use this then because of these jump normals, so she has to use this. The only actual dependable anti-air she has. So yeah. That's not only is this a problem for Viper, but I also feel like this makes the character more boring. And she's supposed to be a spicy character. She is a spicy character, but this really removes some of the sauce with Viper. That this is her only anti-air. not including supers. Then there's this really odd design of her supers that none of them reach anywhere. They all just hit in front of her, you know, like the little puddle on the ground right next to her. So level 1. Level 2. It's like a Mishima uppercut for whatever reason. And then there's a level 3, which is just like a standard distance, basically. But she's really lacking something that goes fast, like far and fast, preferably through a fireball. She doesn't have it. The level 2 is the obvious design choice to do that. Even the animation, this animation, even the animation, we can see clearly that this is like a homage to her Ultra 2 of Street Fighter 4, which was a long distance anti-fireball Ultra. And this could have been that. And they could have made her able to do it in the air as well. It's like, it's the obvious choice for me. And she wouldn't have been broken with this. But instead she has this electric God Wind Fist. Like, I don't get it. And on the topic of the supers, this makes a good segue to go into the things that, like, the design choices about her that is not technically wrong or bad, but it makes me not want to play her because it all feels insulting when I have this great memory of her from Street Fighter 4, and now these moves are like this in this game. It's not technically wrong or bad design if she was a completely new character, but it makes me angry. There's a bunch of stuff that makes me angry, okay? So I feel like she has a bunch of moves that dishonors her legacy. And that's the main reason I can't main her. It just feels really wrong in my heart to main her, because everything feels like a spit in the face to me. So I'm gonna go through a list of what moves these are. Let's start off with this and this. First off, just that they changed the name of this damn move. Like, this is not Thunder Knuckle anymore. This is now Thunder Dash. Thunder Dash. Why? What was wrong with Thunder Knuckle? I don't get it. So if you start off with the light one, the idea with this one isn't too bad. It goes under fireballs, but it has slow startup. You see how it takes a while for it to get going. So it's pretty hard to react to fireball with it, and you have to be pretty close. It's not safe. It's -4, I believe. Or is it -5? Let's see. Oops. -4, and it can be -3 with spacing, so then it's safe. But it's like a really slow version of the old one that is punishable, and if you're sort of lucky, it will not be punishable. Because I've been punished like at pretty far range with this anyway, even when I feel like I'm spacing it well. So if you look at the move in this game, it's much faster. It's also safe on block, but I'll admit, this is one of the most secretly broken special moves in this game. Like, this is such a good move. It just low profiles everything. It's safe. It breaks armor because of the armor breaking moves in this game. Yeah, like, this was just a really good move. So I'm not saying it's wrong design how they made it in this game. I just feel a bit insulted. Like, reacting to a fireball with this is... You can, but you have to be really early, and you'll be lucky if you reach them. Like, if you react from here, you won't hit them. So you have to react up close. You gotta be damn fast. So it feels a bit insulting that it's so slow and also punishable. And then we have the medium Thunder Knuckle. This is overall a good move, but it goes nowhere. It's like, what is the range of this move? Like, it's, once again, it's not bad design, but let's look at Street Fighter 4. You see how far this goes? Like, it's not crazy, but it goes far, and it felt good to use this. This was a nice move. You feel like you were like, screw you, opponent, I got this move, and it felt good. This move just felt good. So now, honestly, what the hell is this? Like, this goes nowhere. It's safe on block. -3. But this range is just like, what the hell? Like, her Standing Fierce has the same range. Her Stand Fierce reaches all the way over here. This reaches nowhere. Then there's another thing. While talking about her Thunder Knuckles, we can talk about the heavy one, which I said is an improvement. It is an improvement in the sense that you can combo the way I showed you, like this. It will not whiff. Like, it's good in this sense. What I feel insulted about regarding this move is that we can no longer do her staple heavy Thunder Knuckle into heavy Thunder Knuckle juggle. So in Street Fighter 4, it didn't require counter hit or anything, but she could always do this. And this is like a Viper classic. You see this and you're like, yeah, this is a Viper.
Are you ready?
Now I'm feeling Viper, you know? When she does this, it's her thing. And in Street Fighter 6, you can hit them at the very peak of a jump with this move, with punish counter. It will still not work. Impossible. Never will this work. If anyone can get this working, you let me know. You could just not do this. So, I will argue that this is actually a wrong design, because I don't think it would be broken at all if she could do it. But oh well. And now I'll get into another thing I really don't like about her, but this is actually not a weakness. This is sort of a strength, but I really hate it because it's like this stupid casualized thing. That's actually a really cool thing with Viper, but you can't be cool about it anymore because of the way they let you do it. And what I'm talking about is the following. And what I'm talking about is the following. This is the coolest thing with Viper and the most fun thing to do ever. Like, I really love this. This is just the best. But what I don't like about this is how you can do it. If you want to. You may not know about this, but only the first Seismo in this chain do you need to actually hit a button. After the first one, you can just hold the button. You only do the super jump and DP input, and you just hold the button for the seismo and it comes out. You don't actually have to press the button for whatever reason. I'm not pressing it. Like you need to press the button if you change to medium or change to heavy. But as long as you're doing the same one, you just hold it. I just pressed it once there and then I just held it. It's not really, I'm not sure I would say this is easy to do, but it's so boring that you can do it this way. Because it's really fun to press the buttons instead. It's really satisfying. And it's like Capcom don't have the balls to go all the way with Viper. Like they're on a good way. I can't speak. They're on their way to make her what she's about to be, but they push it out. And then there's a similar thing with the Thunder Knuckle cancel feint, where you can hold the button to cancel that too. But the thing with that is that it's with kick button now. And you couldn't really abuse this in the same way because you are handicapping yourself if you're gonna be holding your kick buttons. So this is not really comparable. In this example, you are only doing seismos and nothing else, so the fact that you can just hold the button here, it's just like, why wouldn't you, you know? Why wouldn't you? Then there's this focus attack dash move that she's gotten, which I think is kind of a meme move. I can't say that I care that much about it, but what I find a bit insulting about it is this thing that Broski actually said in his video that I didn't know about, but it doesn't actually break, or it doesn't protect properly. The thing about this move is that for some reason it doesn't work against right impact for whatever reason. I don't get it. I guess it works now. Okay, never mind. So now I'm gonna get into the thing that is the most insulting to me. The thing I really hate the absolute most with this design of Viper. Like, I can't get over this. I can't get over this. And it's this. So, she can cancel her seismo, right? But the recovery is so long. It takes forever to be finished. Like, I can't stand here and like feint with it. It's slow as hell, man. Like, let's look at Street Fighter 4. Okay, so watch this. This is quick as hell. And this is so cool. Like, this is really fun. I love feinting with this. You could like do this and then like two and then like one, or one of these and then wait. Like, and then anti-air and stuff. Because it's really quick. And it's really fun to use. And then in this game, slow as F. I can't get over this. Like the amount of times I've been doing a seismo and then like fainting and then anti-airing and get jumped on. Then I just wanna turn off the game. So yeah, this seismo feint recovery is what I hate the absolute most with Viper. Right after that, what I probably hate the most is his level 2. How it's the obvious choice to be her Ultra 2 from Street Fighter 4. Could go through fireballs or whatever. Have a good use, not just some weird combo ender.
You're good. Let's go.
Her Standing Fierce has a lot of potential, but like you don't unlock the potential of this move unless you are super jump canceling it, or super jump canceling into Thunder Knuckle cancel that looks like this. And here is like the prime example, I feel, where they could have gone full I can't speak English. They could have done the right thing, okay? But they didn't. So you can super jump Thunder Knuckle cancel this move. Spend a bar to do that. It looks like this. And what frame advantage does that give you? You spend a bar to do this. 0. 0. Crouch Fierce. -1. So like, all of this is just like, unless they are in burnout, all of this is just gimmicky, weird shit, sort of. So like, you can just block her heavy and then do like some light or something, and you're likely to be fine. So I feel like this could have been more. The fact that you spend a bar to do this advanced technique and end up 0 on block. Okay, so I mentioned most of the things now. I think it's worth mentioning this move, EX Seismo, that isn't a bad move. I am just like, when am I supposed to do it? So if we use this move as the special canceller, you can combo into medium on counter hit or on punish counter. With regular hit, it does not combo. So considering that doesn't combo, you need EX Seismo instead. That combos. But that is if it's only a regular hit. If it's a counter, there is no reason to do EX. So you just do medium. So you'd have to know that you would hit them with regular hit. So you would basically have to read that they are trying to jump away, or that they are wake up backdashing or something. Then it's worth doing. But I'm not sure. Like, I wouldn't use the bar for such a read. I'm not sure where you're supposed to use this move, actually. I feel like it's mostly just a waste of bar. In Street Fighter 4, you could actually go through fireballs with it, because it had full invincibility. If you timed it really specifically, but you can't even do that. So like, it's a good move for combos and stuff, but I feel like in most situations, you could use medium instead. So, I don't, like, this move is weird to me. So while we're on this topic, let's talk about this overall design of her mechanics that I have a problem with, which is the fact that doing super jumps takes bars at all. This very idea, I dislike. Because this feels like a spit in her face. It's like, yeah, you got your cool stuff going on and everything, but you can't do it whenever you want. You have to do this move first. Now you got the install. Now you can do the stuff, right? Now you can do this, and I'm not saying this is a bad design, as I said before. Like, if this was a completely new character, I probably wouldn't mind it, I think. But because I'm used to her, the way she was in Street Fighter 4, this feels so wrong. It feels so annoying that I can't do what I want. I don't feel free. I feel locked with her. It's like Viper here is Viper with handcuffs. You know? So I don't like that. One thing that I think they could do with Viper, a buff in this regard that I really don't think would be broken at all. I think it would be really cool if this was the case. And that is if you kill with this move and it's not the last round, I think she should get the install in the next round. She should start the next round with the install. I think that would be a good compromise. How they've gone about Viper, her design in this game, is that you can tell that they wanted to cater to the people who like Viper and, you know, keep her legacy sort of intact, but they didn't. And in terms of strength and weaknesses, it seems like Capcom was like on the verge of giving Viper something really good, and then they didn't have the balls to go through with it. I feel that way about so many of her moves. Like, this could be a great move, like this move, for instance. It's so close to being a great move, but it's not. And then there's this move. It's okay, but it's like so damn short. Then is this super? I don't understand. Why is it a close range super? They could have done something else with it. They could have made this the Ultra 2 from Street Fighter 4. This could have juggled into another heavy thumb knuckle. And this could have been a more dependable anti-air. It's like they didn't have the balls to go through with a bunch of stuff with her. So she is almost a great character. But she's not. Really. I don't think so. But as I said, like, my reason for not being able to main Viper, isn't about her strengths or her weaknesses, really, because I usually just main a character regardless, you know? Like Dan and Nash, and you know, even if a character is kind of weak, I will still main them. I just can't main her because of all these these legacy moves of her that are almost honoring her legacy, but they're not. And this Seismo recovery, I just can't. I just can't with this. I hate this. This is so insulting that this recovery is so long. So on top of all that, here's the thing that I talked about in the beginning that I was hoping you'd stick around for. So on top of all the use bar for the super jumps and all of that, turns out these there is one more problem for Viper, and that is this. So what's happening here is that I put Viper in a specific distance and made her do that side swing into instant super jump cross up burn kick. But it's impossible for it to hit me if I keep crouching. Unless I hold neutral down, it will hit me. If I hold down back or down forward, the game will auto block for me. Auto block. This is some anime fighter proximity block bullshit. This is some Guilty Gear block mechanic that they secretly put into the game. I'm not switching my input. Here I'm switching it. It's getting blocked regardless of what I do. And it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because we already have an auto block button, which is this. That's the parry. We just hold this button, it will auto block all directions. We already have this baby block. It's already to our disposal. Just hold that button if you want to block both directions. And despite the game having this mechanic for us, Capcom for some reason put this, like secretly put in this proximity regular block thing. So, if this wasn't the nail in the coffin regarding Viper for me, then this auto block bullshit is definitely the nail in the coffin. Oh, and I'm sorry calling it proximity block. That's not correct. I believe it's called cross-up protection or something like that. It's like this specific mechanic they have in anime fighters where when they do a very ambiguous, very fast cross-up, the game auto blocks it for you. I think it's called cross-up protection. And I noticed in the beta of Street Fighter 6 that that was a thing. But then I didn't notice it after that for some reason. It's like there were more of that in the beta and they like cranked it down a bit and now there's a bit less of it. And you know how we're getting Alex soon? Yeah, you probably know that, right? I am a little concerned the way Capcom are making DLC characters right now, recently. I think overall Capcom have done a great job with characters overall, except Lily. She needs to be deleted. Terrible character in every aspect. But especially the DLC characters have been really nice, I think, mostly. Like Akuma. The latest two characters, Viper and Sagat, they haven't actually honored their legacy. With Sagat, yeah, he got a new move, the Tiger Nexus, and that's cool and all. But the Tiger Shots. Removing half of Sagat's Tiger Shots? That's criminal game design behavior to me. I really dislike that they did that. And with Viper, just the fact that she isn't actually Viper, but she is Viper with handcuffs. Until you do this, then you are Viper for a while. But this stuff, like, oh, the moment I heard that it was a move behind a drive bar, I was really doubtful about it, and I was right, honestly. I don't think it's good, you know? Like, even this move that I mentioned, what if you use this move? Like, this into that. Like, you do this, you spend 1 bar to just do the cancel, the super jump cancel into the special cancel, then you spend 2 bars to do the actual special, and then you will spend another bar to do the super jump after this. I suck. It's just like, ugh. Like, I don't want these handcuffs on. And I know with Alex, it seemed that he gets to keep all of his moves, but they have put part of his toolkit behind a stance move. And I can't remember which moves it was now. I think it was elbow slash and then another move. And it can work. It can be fine to put them in a, like, related to a stance move like that. But the problem is that And I don't know this for a fact because my good friend Majin Tenshinhan, shoutouts to him, best commentator in the world and best event tubs writer. He told me that it can work. The problem is that the fact that they are put behind the stance move, he will only have one strength of the move. So he will only have one elbow slash and only one, I forget what the other move is, but he won't have light, medium, and heavy. He'll only have one of the strengths. And that is the problem. We don't want to be removing moves, you know? Removing moves is a bad idea. For the most part. So, I think Alex will be hyped. I'm not gonna play Alex. He's not my guy at all. But I'm psyched to see matches with Alex. I hope Problem X picks him up, because I have really good memories of Problem X maining Alex all of a sudden in Street Fighter 5, and all of a sudden the game was fun to watch. So I have a really good memory of that. And I'm excited about playing against Alex. I think he's gonna be a fun character to play against. Like, that's my feeling. But yeah. Yeah. Sorry if this video was too long. I always have a plan in mind, and then I add a lot of details, and then I can cut away enough stuff. So if you watch this whole thing, thank you very much. Yeah. Most importantly, come to my Twitch channel. That's where it's at. That's where it all happens. That's where the bimmies are at.